Using a private jet is one of the most sophisticated signs of a luxurious lifestyle. One of the most desirable methods to succeed is to possess your own aircraft, which is undoubtedly not chartering. A business jet offers a variety of advantages, such as dedicated use, more comfort, convenience, and an endless amount of flying time. But it's important to realize that there will eventually be a price for having a private plane. For this video, we've broken down how much it costs to own a private jet after purchasing one in the actual cost of a flying business. But first off, let's talk about the price range for a private jet. What are the numbers exactly? The private jet's brand, size, content, and capacity will significantly impact the initial price. For instance, a light jet like the Embraer Phenom 100, which can seat up to 9 passengers depending on configuration, can be purchased for less than $2 million. On the opposite end of the spectrum, more powerful private jets can travel hundreds of miles. We advise you to view our film about it. For instance, the ultra-long-range BBJ 777X can seat up to 75 people and cost upwards of $400 million. So, let's evaluate how much it costs to own the flying infant. Number 1. The hourly rate. How much do you charge each hour to fly an airplane? If you spend 200 hours in the air annually, these sellers will advise you to buy a private jet. But be aware that these guys are also trying to sell you one. Aircraft brokers who submit fractional ownership in a plane will say it's more like 400 to 600 hours. Naturally, they're also something of a sale. Fractional ownership is similar to a timeshare in real estate. As a general guideline, a private jet must fly at least 240 hours annually to have a sustainable operating cost. Next, your travel schedule. Your mode of transportation is maybe even more important than your number of flight hours. In deciding whether to purchase a jet, for instance, if you routinely arrange one-way flights, you'll also be responsible for the expense of returning the plane and its crew. The pilots and staff must be accommodated for the entire duration of your stay at one location, if not longer. Either be given jail time or be returned home. The expenses can be far more than the benefits, sadly. The benefits of purchasing in the first place are any additional expenditures associated with owning a private aircraft, even though the purchase price may appear high to many owners. We have next, customization. If you purchase a brand new jet that has just left the hangar, you can alter the cabin to suit your tastes as the owner. While a plane can be kept in its original design, many buyers prefer redesigning it, adding a unique touch to the decor, or even completely changing the layout. I mean, we're talking about the top 1% here, right? The benefits of having a private jet that is completely customized include the ability to alter any feature to suit your preferences and needs, such as changing the color of your seats or adding a more oversized bathroom. Of course, customization will cost a lot of money. Some private jet owners have spent up to $100 million on exquisite plane interiors. What we have next is the crew. Being as imaginative as you can, given that commercial aircraft cannot yet fly autonomously, you must not only provide space for the crew, but also, you'll require hiring. If they're unable to wash, the crew will comprise pilots. But usually, a private jet requires one to do flight attendants, a pilot, and a co-pilot to ensure service to 5 to 9 passengers, depending on the size of the jet plane. Their prices vary based on the team and the flying hours and of course their expertise, but jet owners should be prepared to pay up to $200,000 annually for these. Next, maintenance. Flying your business jet at speeds of more than 500 miles per hour regularly will unavoidably cause some wear and tear. Regular general upkeep should be carried out and unforeseen repairs should also be accounted for. It's pretty much just like any other vehicle, just costing a lot more $1 million. Depending on the model and the type of repair, the cost may vary, but even seemingly minor problems like a cracked window can run into tens of thousands of dollars. A private jet owner must regularly maintain the aircraft. It keeps you and everyone on board safe during the trip and ensures compliance when you fly. Next, we have fuel. Since jet fuel is priced at between 2.25 cents and 5.50 per gallon, it is the most expensive component of owning a private aircraft. Although fuel consumption will differ depending on onboard weight and flying speed, larger aircraft like the Gulfstream G700 will need 380 gallons per hour, so your minimum hourly fuel costs will be over $850. Using simple math, if you fly 300 hours a year, you can expect to save for fuel of about $256,000. And you thought the gas car prices were terrible. Next, we have the hangar fees. Unless you have space in your garage, a jet that costs this much to possess needs to be kept carefully when not in use. Depending on the hangar place rental, you'll need to rent or buy a room in an airport hangar. There are alternative possibilities to renting a private hangar, which costs about $3,000 per month. When searching for a location to park their aircraft, many pilots believe pricing is one of the most crucial considerations. This is because selecting a hangar that meets your demands can be difficult, because aviation hangars come in various forms, sizes, and of course, prices. Suppose the sum of these expenses is simply not in your favor financially. There are other far less expensive ways to become a member of the private jet club. You might reserve a charter for a specific trip, acquire a portion of the jet, or buy a membership in the private flight club, which allows last-minute booking for domestic and international flights on various aircraft at predetermined hourly rates. Any of these choices will provide a unique, personalized artisan experience without the administrative hassle and added expenditures of shopping around. Other rivals offer charter flights, private flight memberships, and fractional ownership of an aircraft. For the cost of the jet to be justified, the owner should anticipate flying it at least 100 hours a year for 4 to 5 years. The previously mentioned fractional ownership will probably be a more cost-effective method to enjoy private aviation if you don't anticipate flying as frequently. But do you believe owning a private plane is worth that much money? Do you already have plans to purchase your own private jet? Hey, let us know in the comments. Did you like today's video? We hope you can share your thoughts in the comment section. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, share to your friends, and subscribe. We hope to see you at the next one.